Bill and Poppy's lovemaking is interrupted by an intruder, and Ridge and Brooke fly off without Steffy. Wednesday, July 31, 2024. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lie sets Katie straight. Hope secretly gloats about Steffy's mishap, and Bill forgives Poppy. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. On the Forrester jet, Ridge complains that they're going to be late for the meeting with the prince. Brooke thinks maybe Steffy changed her mind about joining them. Ridge grunts that she hasn't changed her mind and wonders what's keeping her. At the checkpoint, Steffy rummages through her bags. Items are flying everywhere as Deuce the pilot catches her bra and awkwardly hands it back to her. Steffy can't understand where her passport has gone. She calls Ridge on the jet and tells him she's there, but she can't find her passport. Ridge asks her to hand the phone to Deuce. He tells the pilot there must be something they can do. Deuce tells him that if they don't leave now, they'll miss their landing time and their meeting with the prince. Steffy grabs the phone back and tells her dad to go without her. At Forrester, Hope holds Steffy's passport and flashes to chasing her down with it when Steffy closed the elevator doors. Hope sighs, "I did try." She thinks aloud that the jet should be taking off any time now, without Steffy on it. Carter comes in and Hope hides the passport. Carter teases her about being behind the big desk. "Your secret's safe with me. Ridge, Brooke, and Steffy should be in the air by now anyway." Hope glances at the corner of Steffy's passport sticking out and quirks her lip. Carter knows Hope wanted this trip to be just her mom and Ridge. Hope says if Steffy wants to be a third wheel, then who is she to stop her? Carter says the trip is important and he can understand her wanting to be there. Hope points out it's all about Brooke's bedroom. Carter argues Steffy is the co-CEO. Hope asks if there's something he needs. Taken aback, Carter turns to leave. Hope stops him. "She didn't mean it like that. You're right, it would be a shame if Steffy wasn't there." In Lie's office, she asks Katie if she's insinuating that Poppy had something to do with the overdoses at Il Giardino. Katie recaps that Lie's sister takes drugs, and she found out she knew Tom Starr back in the day. By the way, she gets really defensive when I ask her about that. Katie really wants to know what Lie thinks. Is it possible Poppy is responsible for Tom and Hollis' deaths? Lie wouldn't go as far as to give her credit. Katie's frustrated. Lee says she's broken up marriages and relied on rich men, but she doesn't think she's capable of what she's suggesting. Katie is hearing that Poppy is a manipulator and is sure that's what she's doing to Bill. She points out that Tom Starr was playing the night Luna was conceived. Lie says, "Katie, enough." She can say with 100% certainty that Bill is Luna's father. In Bill's living room, Poppy tells him she had a relationship with Tom Starr. Bill recaps that she didn't want to tell him this because the guy could have been Luna's father. Poppy sobs that she's sorry she didn't tell him. She knows that she should have. Bill's having trouble wrapping his head around this. "You're admitting that Tom Starr could have been Luna's father?" Poppy says yes. Bill turns away. Poppy grabs his shoulder and pleads that her heart has always belonged to him. "Please tell me you understand that." Bill turns back to face Poppy and tells her he can't believe what he's hearing, and that he's just now hearing. "I can only imagine what you were going through. All the years with this Tom Starr stalking her while she was trying to raise her daughter must have been awful. You were concerned that this guy was basically tracking you, and he could have been Luna's father. You didn't want that for her, and that I completely understand." Poppy throws herself into his arms in relief. "I promise I will never keep anything from you again." Deep down, she's always known that he was Luna's father. In Lie's office, she can see that Katie's upset. She understands her disappointment and frustration. Katie wonders why she can't see the truth. Lie reminds her she did the paternity test herself. My sister and Luna are now part of the Spencer family. At Bill's place, he recaps that Lai ran the paternity test, and they all know she didn't want him to be Luna's father. He has no question about that. Poppy says he amazes her. She recaps that when she saw him again, all her walls were up, but he broke them down again. She's enjoyed every single moment since then. He's been kind, generous, and understanding toward her and her daughter. Bill says she and Luna mean a lot to him. He realizes how difficult it must have been for her to tell him about this guy from the past. Bill hopes she knows that Katie's just being protective because they share a son. Just know that I believe you. They embrace. The Forester jet is now in the air, and Ridge feels terrible that Steffy didn't make the flight. Brooke doesn't look as disappointed. Ridge grunts that this trip was important to Steffy, she should be there. Brooke says, well, now we're on our way, and we're going to have a fabulous time in Monte Carlo. Very magical, just the two of us. In the Forester office, Carter and Hope are joking around, and he heads to the door for a meeting with some team supervisors. He didn't mean to upset her earlier, but he thinks this trip is good for everyone. Hope agrees. Once alone, Hope glances at the desk where Passport is hidden and says, I agree that all the necessary people will be there. Just then, Steffy walks in. Hope asks, shouldn't you be on a jet to Monaco? Steffy ransacks the desk as Hope asks what's going on. Steffy asks, am I losing my mind? What's going on? She finds her passport and tells Hope, I couldn't board the plane without it. Hope asks if Ridge and Brooke took off without her. Steffy tells Hope that yes, she got what she wanted. My father and Brooke on a plane to Monte Carlo, without me. In Lai's office, she tells Katie she's not her sister's biggest fan, but she's not a murderer. If foul play was involved with Tom and Hollis, it was Shayla Carter who was responsible. Katie points out she's already been questioned and released. Lai says that in that case, if there is a killer, he or she is still out there. At Bill's place, someone unseen lurks downstairs. Upstairs, Poppy and Bill are sitting on the edge of the bed and agree never to speak of Tom Starr again. Poppy tells him he's transformed her life and Luna's life. She gushes about how grateful she is for the man he turned out to be and the father he already is. He's the missing piece to the puzzle. I am so happy that we're a family. Bill is too. Nothing will tear them apart. They kiss passionately and Bill lays her back on the bed. Someone approaches and opens the door. Poppy screams bloody murder. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Watch out, Bill. Bold and Beautiful's crew Morrow warns, Will's return comes with a lot of angst. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Will's return to the Bold and the Beautiful, and of course, to parents Bill and Katie, has been a long time coming. Last seen 4 years ago in 2020 when he was played by Finnegan George, Will's been MIA for some time. Now he's coming back a bit older, thanks to daytime nudie crew Morrow stepping into the part as of Thursday, August 1. Timing-wise, things are a bit awkward thanks to Bill having moved girlfriend Poppy and their grown daughter Luna into the family mansion. Will feels 100% uncertainty, Morrow tells us. He went away to school and came home to a bunch of strangers in his house. They're essentially a second family, and his father wants him to treat them like his first family. Poppy makes a tearful, shocking confession to Bill, and Hope delights in Steffy's mistake. Tuesday, July 30, 2024. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill is stunned by Poppy's admission, Katie questions Lai, and Brooke and Ridge board the jet for Monte Carlo. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In Forrester's main office, Zendy tells Ridge and Steffy if they need anyone else on the trip, he can pack quickly. Steffy snarks, "Thanks, Zend, but we're already traveling with one too many people." Ridge snorts. In the hallway, Brooke tells Hope how excited she is to go to Monte Carlo. Hope knows it's one of her favorite places. It probably doesn't hurt that she's a bit of a celebrity with the royal family there. Brooke gushes about the prince. Hope tells her she and Ridge deserve this time away. It's just a shame that Steffy will be tagging along. They join the others in the main office, and everyone enthuses about the social media campaign. Brooke can't wait to get on the plane. Steffy rolls her eyes as she and Ridge canoodle. Hope smirks. Zend wishes them a great trip, and Ridge warns Steffy not to be late as Brooke needs to be on time to see the prince. Hope whispers to her mother to have a fabulous time despite Steffy. Ridge and Brooke head out. Hope tells Steffy it's written all over her face. "You really don't want my mom going on this trip with you, do you?" Steffy was looking forward to the trip. "It was supposed to be my father and me." Hope tells her she shouldn't force herself to go. Let them have this time alone. At Bill's place, he kisses Poppy and reiterates that nobody is taking this away from them. They're a family now. He notes she hasn't been herself. Something's on her mind. Poppy says it's his ex. Katie doesn't like her or trust her, not one bit. She says Katie could be a problem. She's been asking questions about me and Tom Starr's death. In the design office, Katie looks up the music festival where Bill met Poppy online again. She looks at Tom Starr's name and mutters that it can't be a coincidence that he was playing there the night Luna was conceived. She flashes to grilling Poppy for taking 20 years to tell her daughter who her father was in size. And now Tom is dead because of drugs. Something that Poppy has a history of herself. "Who are you, Poppy Nozoa?" Katie visits Lai in her office and says she has a few more questions about her sister. She found out something about her and she's hoping she can confirm it. Does Poppy take drugs? Lee says she did. She supposedly stopped taking them. Katie asks if she stopped before or after the deaths of Tom and Hollis at Il Giardino. Lee asks, "Katie, what are you implying?" Katie tells Lai that Poppy was a fan of Tom Starr's and he was playing at Il Giardino the night he was killed. Lai sneers about Poppy's love of music festivals. That's probably where she got onto those special mints. Katie suggests Tom and Hollis' overdoses may have been intentional. Lai wonders why she keeps bringing up these men in connection to her sister. "Are you suggesting Penelope had something to do with Tom Starr's death?" Katie volleys, "Are you saying it's a possibility?" At Bill's, Poppy explains that Tom was the first person to die at Il Giardino. Crying, she says, "There's something I need to tell you, and I should have told you a long time ago." She admits she knew Tom Starr, and they kind of dated. It was barely a blip, it was so brief. Poppy explains that he had more feelings than she did, and sent her all these letters over the years, but she sent them all back. Bill asks what letter she's talking about. Poppy cries that Tom was claiming to be Luna's father. Bill growls, "Why are you just telling me now?" Poppy didn't see any point since they ran a DNA test. Bill says, "But it was a possibility, because you had a relationship with Tom Starr, and as a result, he thought he could be Luna's father." Poppy cries, "Yes." At the airport, Captain Deuce, Tom Arnold, tells Ridge and Brooke the jet is fueled up and ready to go. Ridge thanks him. Brooke looks forward to champagne and a snuggle. She'll try to avoid Steffy's glares. Ridge reminds Deuce that Steffy is coming. Ridge and Brooke board and Deuce checks his watch. On the jet, Brooke calls Ridge out for sketching nonstop. He's been working way too much. Ridge has to work on Kocher. Brooke wants him to take a break, relax, and enjoy Monte Carlo with her. Ridge asks her for 10 more minutes. He worries that the flight is about to take off and Steffy's not there. In the main office, Steffy reminds Hope this is not their parents' honeymoon, it's business. I'm going. She walks out as Hope throws up her hands. Oak. Suddenly, she notices a passport on the desk. She calls out, Steffy, Steffy, wait. She catches up to her at the elevator, but Steffy doesn't want to hear it. She closes the elevator doors. Hope smirks. Bon voyage, Steffy. On the jet, Ridge grows tense over Steffy's lateness and texts. Where are you? Outside at the checkpoint, Steffy apologizes to Deuce for being late. She was dealing with a lot at the office. He asks for her passport, and she starts rummaging through her handbags, unable to find it. Deuce checks his watch and suggests she check her pockets. Steffy panics. Where's my passport? In Soaps.com's latest, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, July 29, through Friday, August 2, several of our favorite LA denizens are packing their bags and heading to Monte Carlo, or at least, that's the plan. But as you'll soon read, there's a major problem which could throw everything out of whack. Meanwhile, Katie continues to call Poppy out, Bill discovers a secret, and Luna uncovers something that could change everything. Katie pushes the limits in pursuit of the truth about Poppy. Sheesh. Bill's ex is having a bigger reaction to this relationship than she even did to his foxmance with Sheila. Brooke presses Hope to stop her infatuation with Finn. Perhaps we're getting one step close to the revelation of what's really going on with Hope. It's been a long time since Zende got a win. Finally, he is celebrated for his success with the Brooks bedroom line. Bill learns a secret that Poppy's been keeping. Note that the spoiler says a secret, not the secret. She is keeping quite a lot under her hat after all. Laughing last is the best revenge. Hope gloats when she realizes Steffy's misstep. Is spoiler being set up as the next victim of Tom and Hollis' killer? Go get her, kid. Luna lashes out at Katie for the accusations she's making against Poppy, which may be correct, but all Katie really has to go on is jealousy. And it was fun while it lasted. Steffy quickly shuts down Hope's giddiness over her misfortune. Father and son have a less than happy reunion when Will Spencer returns to Los Angeles unannounced. Heck, Dad may not even recognize Junior, considering he's now being played by a young and restless star's son. A stiff breeze is headed toward Poppy's house of cards when Luna makes a shocking discovery in Mom's apartment. Finn finds himself in an awkward situation with Hope and Steffy. Somewhere Liam is like, get used to it, bro. Ridge and Brooke share in the glow of their undying love and the beautiful sights of Monte Carlo. As Will returns to LA, check out the below photo gallery to find out all you need to know about Katie and Bill's son.